Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I want to thank you for tuning in to another episode of Up Close and Personal with Angela on behalf of Aspiring Authors Magazine. Of course, I am Angela Thomas Smith. I am the founder of AALAC, which is the African American Author Literacy Awareness Campaign, where I truly believe in bringing awareness to brown authors all over this world. I'm also the CEO of Aspiring Authors Magazine, where we desire to bridge the gap between brown authors and touch on topics that's affecting our brown community. I'm so honored today to have author LaDonna Marie with me. She's going to be sharing a little bit about her journey and what she has going on. So I'm going to bring her up and allow her an opportunity to share just a little bit about herself. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you?
I am well. Thank you so much for having me on your platform. It's an honor to be here today in front of you and your guests. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I follow you on Facebook. I see that you are doing a lot. You are amazing. You're an amazing woman, and I want
Thank you.
to share just a little bit about who you are and some of the things that you have going on.
Okay. Well, I'm so thankful again. I am internationally multi award winning best selling author LaDonna Marie, and also pastor and evangelist. And I've been writing since the age of 14, helping people to overcome obstacles because I first had to overcome my own obstacles of attempted to commit suicide when I was a teenager. And so I've been on this journey to help to empower others, help to encourage them, to let them know that no matter what they're going through, they can overcome it. You know, it may look like it's something at the beginning of your life that is a hard thing to get over, but you can overcome it because the Lord helped me to know that I was validated and that I was encouraged and that there was a purpose for me on this earth. And so my message with my books is called Discover the Champion in You. And so with my books and also with my nonprofit, I help people to discover their champion on the inside. Whoever you were, whoever God saw that you were supposed to be, your predestined journey. I always want to help people, find that person by also looking inside and developing that person, helping you to be encouraged, helping you to be motivated, but actually helping you to implement goals, the goals that you've set or the goals or the dreams that you've been having in your heart and your mind, to be able to get those things accomplished, because that's what God did for me. Very early on, I spoke about writing books. I started writing at 14, but I did not publish a book until 2007 was the first one that I did with the League of American Poets. And so that was almost 12 years of my life that I had waited. I had anticipated. I knew that God had said that I was going to write and he was going to heal me first and then allow the words that I write to heal other people. And so that was a 12-year journey. So my message to anyone that's out there, that never stop trying, never stop dreaming, never stop believing. It took me 12 years before I ever got a book out, but I did get that book out in 2010. I came back and I followed up with my own very own freshman book with all of my own poems, because it was stemming from the 14-year-old me who knew that she wanted to impact and empower others with the words that God had given me to write, to help them, to let them know that they are overcomers. Not just say it in word, but share with them, most of the things and some of the things that I had gone through or that I was divinely downloaded to help other people. Since then in my life, God has helped me to achieve becoming an international author. With that second book, my sophomore book, I became a international winner in Paris, in the Paris Book Festival. And so I was honored because the childhood dream of mine, that he said that he would take me all over the world and he would make my name great as long as I continue to put him first. And I always do it for his glory. It's not for my glory, but it's for his glory, to bring glory to the kingdom. And so as I began to do that, he began to do and stay, because his word says that his word does not come back void, that it does just what he said that it will do. And so since then, Angela, I've been winning awards. I've been traveling international. There are other awards in New England and Australia. I had a CD that was called Conversations with God. And in 2015, it got played in a Australian radio broadcast. I've also been to Africa. I've traveled to Africa on a mission trip to help to encourage others on behalf of Planting Positive Seeds. I partnered with another ministry, and we went together to do that. Um, I have 11 books of my own. Will be 12 soon. I'm working on one now. And also, I have over 15, I think I've co authored. And, I've also co authored the one that we did together about suicide, because that is a passion of my heart, to just never let anyone
And I got it right
feel,
here.
yeah, never let anyone feel like I felt. And so that's just been the journey of my life. Recently, this year, 2020, with all the pandemic stuff going on, I can tell you that God is still faithful to his word. Look at the book. Yay! And so I was so honored to be with all of you all, to be able to share our stories, because people need to know that they can overcome, that they have a purpose, and that they matter to God. And that if you have somebody physically telling you that you matter, and that I've went through this and I've overcome, then you will feel more like you can connect to know that you can overcome, the things that you've gone on in life. In 2020, God has blown my mind. I think the beginning of this year, I was honored as a top Black women in business in Mississippi. I went on to be the top 30 movers and shakers by Kish magazine. Since then, I've become a top national influencer by the Success Women Conference. And just today, along with this interview, I'm so thankful. But I was just recognized as a top 10 women of the year with Kish magazine, with Dr. Kishma, and about 10 other wonderful, powerful, wonderful ladies who are out there doing what God has set for them to do in their hearts. And so that's just my message for anyone. If you have a dream, then connect with people that will help you to pull out that dream, to sharpen your gifts. If it's writing, we've been writing. We help people. That's one way that we can share our message with the world. And so I'm honored to be on your broadcast. I'm honored that you do this for all of us brown authors in the world. And as well as I congratulate you on everything that you have done, and also spearheading our book that we did together.
Amen. Amen. I thank you. I thank you so much for what you're doing. I did not realize the extent to what you were doing. Really, I didn't. I knew that you were doing some amazing things, but I tell you, God is not slack.
He's not.
He's not slack at all. And I tell you, when I created this organization in 2016, I did not realize that I was going to go through a lot of the things that I experienced in my life. But God shut down some things in my life in
Yeah,
2018, and for a whole, I don't know if you remember the
I
act,
do remember.
but for the whole 2019, I was absent from social media. He
Yeah.
was doing some things in my life to prepare me for this season, and I thank
Yeah.
him for that, because he's allowed me to be able to come across amazing people like yourself that
Thank you.
share the same vision and the same mission. Because when I created ALAC, I knew that it was more than books.
Yeah.
I created it to be a platform to promote authors and brown
Uh-huh.
authors all over this world and promote literacy. But I will always tell people when they come to the platform, I remind them that it's more than books. It's about
It
more than
is.
books, and
It
not realizing
is.
that God was going to take it and make it more about Him, and
Right.
turn the focus exactly on Him. And since I did that, since I put Him first, God
Yes.
has
Come on
opened
now.
so many doors,
He will do it. He will
opened so
do
many
it.
doors. I'm telling
Amen.
you, I had the opportunity this past Friday to be on a conference in Dubai, and individuals from
Oh.
Australia. That's why when you was talking about the lights, there was a guy on the conference Friday, and his lights kept going off, because, and then he explained what was going on, and because he was in Australia, he was like, if he don't move, and if he's not moving enough, it's gonna go off. So I
I'm
know
glad I'm
exactly.
not by myself.
You're not. But I tell you, God has truly been moving. And
Right.
for a lot of people that were uncertain when this pandemic hit,
Yeah.
I stood on Psalms 46 and 10, because He
Okay.
said, be still and know that I'm God. You
Yes.
know, I shall
Yes.
not be moved. I will not be moved in spite of what everybody else see in the natural. I
Mm-hmm.
believe what my father said. I believe his word.
Exactly.
I believe his word. And like you said, his word is not going to return to him void.
It's
It's not going to
not.
return to him void.
It's going to do. And Angela, I want to say also, I spoke briefly about my nonprofit, but I just, yeah, on Saturday, I had my fourth conference. We've been established for 7 years, planting positive seeds, and I had my fourth conference, and this was virtual. And I was like, God, I have to shift with the times. I was used to having conferences in buildings, but this year was, we had to adjust with the times. And when I tell you, everyone that needed to be there was there. It was powerful. My apostle came. I had four dynamic, powerful speakers. The guests came, all the attendees, they got exactly what they needed. And I'm full. I'm still full and basking in the glow just because of my obedience. Because I want to tell people, I almost wanted to give up. I was like, Lord, registration is down. I was like, I'm posting. And I was like, I didn't see it. But the morning I woke up that Friday, I just prayed and said, God, let for your will and for your glory, I will continue to press on. And when I tell you, once I did that and I put him first, always, God first, I hashtag it on almost every post that I put on my page, or for his glory. That Friday, everything started to pour in. Saturday morning, I thank God I had 21 participants strong from 10 to 2. They came in, they listened, they were attentive, they responded, and we connected, and we networked, and God was glorified. And so we plant positive seeds in their life, because the theme of the conference was "You are an overcomer." And so that's the theme for my life, because I had to overcome, even coming out of a building, moving over to virtual, but still letting that conference be done in 2020. So I'm thankful for that.
Wow. Wow. It's just amazing. And I want to
Yeah.
thank you for coming on and sharing, because somebody needed to hear all of this. I want to help everybody, but I know I can't help everybody. And I thank
Yeah.
God for allowing you guys to be obedient and come on the platform and share, so that those that do follow me, if there's something that they need from you guys, because
Mm.
I know that there's somebody that's following today
Yeah.
that needed to hear exactly what you brought forth today, and it's going
Thank
to touch their
you.
hearts, even if they catch the replay.
Yeah.
It's going to touch them. It's going to touch them. And I thank you for being obedient. I thank you for coming on. I thank you for sharing. I want you to be able to share with those that are tuning in and those that are going to hear the replay how they can follow you.
Okay.
I'm gonna share your Linktree link, so that they can
Okay.
follow you on your Linktree link. But I want them to be able to follow you. If you're on Facebook, I want you to share how they can follow you on Facebook and other social media. But I'm gonna share the link to Linktree.
Okay. Thank you so much again. So if you're on Facebook, you can follow me under LaDonna Marie. You'll see my beautiful face on Facebook if you put LaDonna Marie. Also, I have one of the fan pages. It's LaDonna Marie Books, because that's my book company for my books. I also have Planting Positive Seeds on Facebook. I have a fan page for my nonprofit on Facebook. And if you also go over to Instagram or Twitter, I am LMB underscore poetry, because poetry was all that I did for the Lord in the beginning, but he has since then expanded LaDonna Marie Books. And yeah, you can find me on those, or go to my website, www.ladonnamarie.org, and you can find me and most of the things that I'm doing for the Lord, and all of my books. And you can also go on Amazon, just type in LaDonna Marie, and you'll see me, and you'll see all of the books there.
Amen. Amen. Well, I definitely want to thank you for coming on today. And like I extend to all of my other guests, if there's anything that I can do to assist you on your journey as an author, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm always here to support. I'm always here to support. And I thank you for all that you do. You are
Thank you
amazing.
so much.
You are
Thank you so
amazing.
much. You too. You've just inspired me, Angela, because I've always wanted to, connect and do something with Dubai. I always write out different things and see the vision before it happens. And so you've just encouraged me today, just even mentioning
Well,
the
I'm going to
vision.
share with you. I'm going to share with you an amazing lady. Her name, and I don't want to mess her name up. I'm going to tag you because she's an
Okay.
amazing lady. I had the privilege of meeting her on Facebook. A
Awesome.
couple of weeks ago, I was interviewed for a magazine that's actually out of their headquarters is out of South Africa, but they're
Okay.
stationed in Atlanta, not Atlanta, Canton, Georgia.
Okay.
which is I think up 75. But anyway, they have an amazing connection and networking of individuals that believe in human rights across the world. And this young lady that interviewed me, she happened to be from India, but
Okay.
she's the chief editor for the magazine, and she's a part of the ladies movement. She does a movement called Women We Can, and it's
Oh.
a global movement. Her organization
Okay.
is out of Dubai. I'm gonna tag you because
Okay.
we just did a conference, and
Thank you so much.
I spoke at the conference on Friday. Of course, it was 3:30 their time, and it was 6:30 here
Okay.
our time. So I spoke this past Friday.
That is
Um,
awesome.
the lady, they are amazing. There are some amazing women from all over the world. There's a lady. Matter of fact, I have an interview with this lady on Friday.
Awesome.
There's a lady from
Congratulations.
Bali. There's ladies from France. They from all over.
Wow.
But I'm definitely going to inbox you the information because
Thank
I
you.
definitely believe in connecting. There's an amazing lady out of Nigeria. She does cybersecurity. Amazing,
Okay.
amazing. Yes, yes. I would
Thank
definitely
you
connect
so
with
much. Well, I thank you. I thank you again for this wonderful opportunity to share. And thank you for everything that you do.
you. Of course, of course. Is there anything that you would like to leave with those that are following and those that will hear us later?
I would just like them to always be your biggest cheerleader. Even in the beginning, I had to. Sometimes when you're doing these things, you start out alone. And I was a 14-year-old, but I had a dream, and so being my biggest cheerleader then is the reason why I stand before you all today with everything that I've accomplished. So I want you all, each and every person that is listening, to learn how to be your biggest cheerleader, because you believe in yourself, and always put your best foot forward, and know that God will help you with your dream if it's a part of his will.
Amen. 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 Well, I thank you again, and I pray that you have a blessed rest of your afternoon.
Thank you so much. Blessings to you and everyone that's listening.
Same to you. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Up Close and Personal with Angela. I tell you, I'm truly always blessed when individuals come across my platform and willing to share and obedient in their openness. I thank God for LaDonna Marie, Pastor Evangelist LaDonna Marie. I have to give her accolades for that. If you guys were inspired today, please share this broadcast. Not only share it, go over and support her platform. We have to learn how to support each other. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Like always, I love you with the love of Christ. If you can, please tune in tomorrow. I will be right back here at 12 noon and 1 o'clock. So I thank you guys. Have a great afternoon.